Hey there, science fans. Have you ever wondered how crime scene investigators can identify suspects from just a tiny bit of evidence, or how people can trace their ancestry back generations? It all comes down to something truly amazing: DNA fingerprinting. Think of it as a microscopic barcode unique to each and every one of us, revealing secrets hidden within our very cells. Our bodies are made up of trillions of cells, and each cell contains a special molecule called DNA. DNA is like a blueprint, a set of instructions that tells our bodies how to grow, function, and even what color our eyes should be. This blueprint is written in a code made up of 4 chemical letters: A, T, C, and G. These letters form pairs, like rungs on a ladder, creating a twisted ladder shape called a double helix. The order of these letters is incredibly important because it determines the information encoded in our DNA. Just like the order of letters in a sentence gives it meaning, the sequence of A, T, C, and G determines our unique trait. So while we all share the same basic building blocks of DNA, the specific arrangement of these blocks is what makes us unique individuals. Now, here's where things get really interesting. While most of our DNA is very similar from person to person, there are tiny variations scattered throughout our genome. These variations are like subtle differences in our blueprints, creating the unique patterns that make up our DNA fingerprint. These differences are found in specific regions of DNA called short tandem repeats, or STRs. STRs are short sequences of DNA that are repeated a variable number of times in different individuals. For example, one person might have 5 repeats of a particular STR, while another person might have 10 repeats. By analyzing multiple STRs across a person's DNA, scientists can create a DNA profile, which is a unique genetic fingerprint. Think of it like this. If you were to compare the fingerprints of everyone on Earth, you wouldn't find 2 that are exactly alike. Similarly, no 2 individuals, except for identical twins, have the exact same DNA fingerprint. So how do scientists actually create these DNA fingerprints? It all starts with a tiny sample of DNA, which can be extracted from things like blood, saliva, hair, or even a flake of skin. Once the DNA is extracted, it's amplified or copied many times over using a technique called polymerase chain reaction, or PCR. This creates enough DNA to work with. Next, the amplified DNA is analyzed using a process called gel electrophoresis. In this process, the DNA fragments are separated by size, creating a pattern of bands that looks like a barcode. Each band represents a specific STR, and the position of the band indicates the number of repeats. By comparing the banding patterns of DNA samples from different individuals, scientists can determine if the samples are from the same person or different people. For example, if a DNA sample from a crime scene matches the DNA fingerprint of a suspect, it provides strong evidence linking that suspect to the crime. DNA fingerprinting has revolutionized many fields, but it's especially important in forensic science. By analyzing DNA evidence left at crime scenes, investigators can link suspects to crimes, exonerate the innocent, and even solve cold cases that have been unsolved for years. But DNA fingerprinting isn't just about catching criminals, it's also a powerful tool for paternity testing. By comparing the DNA fingerprints of a child, a mother, and a potential father, scientists can determine with a high degree of accuracy if the man is the child's biological father. And if you're curious about your ancestry, DNA fingerprinting can help you trace your family roots back generations. By comparing your DNA to databases of DNA from people all over the world, you can discover your ancestral origins and even connect with distant relatives. DNA fingerprinting is a powerful tool with countless applications. From solving crimes to tracing ancestry, this technology has the power to unlock the secrets held within our very cells. As technology continues to advance, we can expect DNA fingerprinting to play an even greater role in our lives, helping us understand ourselves and the world around us in new and exciting ways. Stay curious, science fans.